Welcome to the additional augmented reality apps training by the Mary F. English program. In this module training, we will be going over the fundamentals of each of the following apps. All of these apps are free to use, but you must first download them from the App Store. So let's begin with a fun app for elementary school children. AR Flashcards turns regular paper flashcards into an entertaining 3D image. It can assist younger students with learning the alphabet, shapes, and space. There are 3 different packs you can download, but for this tutorial, we will be going over the animal AR flashcards, since they are free to use. In order to get started, you must first print them off at arflashcard.com. For this example, we will use the letter A flashcard. The word below is what the letter of the alphabet it starts with, and a small illustration of the animal is provided. So when we scan the flashcard using the mobile device, a 3D image of the alligator will appear. If you click on the animal, it will say the letter and the name of the animal. This app is simple to use, great for young learners, and is a way to engage learners through technology. Another good app for younger students is ShapeQuest. It is created by PBS as a way to attract attention to augmented reality gameplay. ShapeQuest is an augmented reality game where the player must follow the rules in order to make it to the next level. It could be used in the classroom to help add play or a reward for good behavior. Whatever the reasons, students will love using this app. In order to get started, you will need to print out the game board. The link at the bottom left-hand side of the screen is the link you would use. This is what the game board would look like. Here's an example of what the game board looks like 3D or augmented. The student must follow the instructions in order to make it through the game. The player cannot have the device leave the board unless prompted to do so. The reason for this is that the information that the device reads is related to the paper. Yet again, this app could be useful for a variety of areas in the classroom. Toy Car RC is revolutionizing the way that children play with their toy cars. Instead of collecting thousands of tiny toy cars, Toy Car RC allows them to build and modify their own with a touch of a button. It allows them to build their own track or to play with one of the target images already established. For this tutorial, we printed out the target image, but you do have options to create your own. Just a reminder of what a target image is it's what augmented reality apps use to find the 3D information. This is what the trigger image looks like before we scanned it with the app. And this is what the image looks like when it's augmented. The player then can move the car around by pushing the direction it wants to go. This can be used for a variety of age ranges, but is best suitable for younger children. It engages the mind through technological play and is a new way that children can play with toy cars. Transparent Earth is an app that can be used to explore the world without having to step outside of the classroom. It requires no printing, just a smart device. When you open the app, you will see an image that looks like this. Students can move around the room and explore geological locations. By clicking on the Informations tab, you will get a menu that looks like this. This menu will allow you to change your location. In this example, we changed our location to Chicago and turned on all the features. By turning on cities and linear distances, this will tell us the cities and the distances from our location. This can be used in geography classrooms to teach them about where things are located or just for even personal use. This app can be used by any age, but is most beneficial to older children. Skyview is a great app if you are teaching the subject of astronomy. It allows users to explore the galaxy without having to go outside the classroom. It is a paperless augmented reality app, and all you have to do is point and explore. In this example, we found the zodiac sign for Cancer, which is a crab. When you click on the constellation, it will explain to you more about it. By moving around the room, you can explore a variety of different constellations. This app is beneficial for students learning about astronomy or constellations, and it's easy to use. Switching into more of a science-based app, Anatomy 4D is an app that teachers could use in anatomy courses to learn about the structures of the human body. This innovative app could change the way anatomy is taught to students. Instead of having a huge, heavy 3D object that people have to drag home, they could just use their smart device to capture the image. Let's explore how Anatomy 4D works. First, you will need to print out a target image by clicking on the main menu button. You can print a target image either through your iPad or through your email. This is what the target image will look like. Scan the image and the body will appear. For this example, we will start with just the skeletal system. By clicking on the round button at the bottom of the screen, you can add different systems. For this example, let's add the circulatory system. Now the body is showing the circulatory system, such as the veins and the arteries. Currently, the specific names of the bodies of the structures are not linked, but this gives you a general overview of each system. Overall, this app could be used in anatomy classrooms or biology classrooms to teach the basic functions of the human body. Another science-based app would be Elements 4D. Elements 4D is a science app that students can use to help them understand chemistry and the fundamental elements. Element 4D could be used to teach students general chemistry and is a great tool for visual learners. In order to get started, you must first print out an image that looks like this. You must then follow the instructions to turn it into a cube. Your finished product will look like this. When you scan the image and look at it through the app, it will look like this. Clicking on the item will provide information on the element. You can also combine elements to create a compound. Currently, it's still in its developing stages, and there's only 36 different elements available. This app will create the students to learn about elements in a 3D environment, which is beneficial for hands-on learners. Spacecraft 3D is an app that allows students to explore the types of spacecrafts that are used to explore our solar system. They can see how they were moved and interact to produce information we know about space. First, you will need to print out the target image. You will then scan the image with your device and a 3D image of a spacecraft will appear. By clicking on the bottom options at the bottom of the screen, you can find different information on how the spacecraft moves, as long as the parts of the spacecraft. This app can provide information about spacecrafts and can be used on any age student. If you are interested in other augmented reality apps for education, here's a list of other ones that are great to use. That is all for the presentation on additional augmented reality apps. Thank you for watching.